with the good of Israel in my eyes, I wish to update you that I do not intend to run in the next elections, but I will remain a loyal soldier of this country, which I served all my life as an officer, as a minister, and as your prime minister. The state of Israel is the love of my life. To serve the country is my destiny. I conclude over a year as Prime Minister. There is no tougher job, but there is no greater privilege. I leave behind me a strong and prospering country. The government under me has managed to do in 1 year what many governments haven't done in many years. The state of Israel is running again. We brought calm and quiet to the south of Israel that we haven't seen in years. We brought hundreds of thousands of unemployed Israelis to work. We overcame 2 waves of coronavirus without any lockdowns. And we surrendered a wave of terror. We raised the salaries of IDF soldiers, and we made it clear to our enemies that those who send terrorists to Tel Aviv will pay the price in their own homes. In the coming future, there will be more important news. I regret one thing, and that is that many good Israelis whose representatives have remained in the opposition, those Israelis have felt like the world has fell apart. I heard those voices. I respect them. And I'm sorry when an Israeli citizen is feeling that. Each Israeli group will sometimes be in the opposition, sometimes will be in the coalition. We need to learn how to accept it. We cannot allow that half of the people will be mourning when the other half is in the government. But the best is when both sides will create one big government together. Regardless of who you voted for, I'm glad that I've managed, together with my friends, the ministers, to bring security both to my friends in the south and to the kibbutzes in the south that vote for the left. The terrorists of Hamas do not distinguish between Israelis from right or left. We proved that people with very different opinions can work together, and no one needs to give in on his opinions, but we certainly can and should put aside for a while ideological arguments and take care of the economy and the security and the future of the state of Israel. We proved that there is one shared good. We proved that we can follow agreements. We need to remind ourselves that only together we will succeed. If we disagree, we'll just not be here. If we are united, no one can beat us. So let's be good to each other. Let's listen. Let's learn to respect instead of hating. The Bible tells us a man will tell you what is good and what God is expecting of you. And I ask to thank my wife Gilat and my children who went through a very difficult year, and to my mother, who is the exemplary image of my life, next to my father of blessed memory, Jim Bennett. I wish to thank the ministers of the government who were wonderful partners during this year. I wish to thank my partner, the Interior Minister, Ayelet Shaked, who will now lead the party, and I'm certain that you will do a good job. I also thank the best religious affairs minister, Matan Kahana, for friendship of 32 years, for courage in executing reforms. I thank the members of parliament, Avir Kara and Shirley Pinto, who stood by my side even when it was difficult. And above all, I thank God. Even when I walked through the shadow of death, I was not afraid because God was with me. Friends, everything is a matter of time, and now it is my time to drift apart, to look from the outside. I'm going on my way. Be well. I was with you, and I'm thankful.
And that was Naftali Bennett making his kind of a farewell speech, even though, of course, he will still serve in the government as an alternate prime minister until the next government is formed. But, of course, saying he will not run in the next elections, stepping down from politics, certainly for the foreseeable future. Ambassador Avi Pazner, you're in